Apex Legends can be a tough game sometimes, and let's be honest, it could even get you close to raging. So in today's video, I wanted to show you how to get better at Apex Legends in 2022. Just simply better. As some of you may know, a few seasons back, I returned to Apex Legends. And when I returned to the game, I had to relearn everything. If you think I'm bad now, you should have seen how bad I was then. But I've had the amazing opportunity of coming across some of the best players in Apex Legends. And since then, they have showed me the following tips to make me better at Apex Legends. So trust me when I say, if you follow this video today, you will improve at the game. You'll be shitting on your friends in no time. All right, to dive right into this, first and foremost, don't stress about healing. Now, this is something that I had to work on and see a lot of people in Apex Legends continuously do to this day. In a lot of fights, I see teammates will get like half their shield knocked and they run off away from the battle, away from their teammates to re-heal. Now, while it's always good to be healed, you have to understand in Apex Legends, the time to kill is higher. On top of that too, if you have good accuracy and you use your corners correctly, you will be able to fight a fight with 1/4 of your health compared to somebody being full health. The second I would get cracked or shot at, I would always want to run away from my teammates, leaving them in the position to get pushed by the enemy teams, all on the idea that I needed to be full health to take on this fight. When in reality, in most situations, if I just stay and take the fight with my teammates, we will most likely win. Always remember, you can win a fight with low HP, but you can't help your teammates win a fight if you're half a mile away. Hey, if you made it this far in the video, I'm gonna give away 1,000 Apex coins. So simply type big moves in the comments down below, subscribe, turn on those notifications, and join our Discord in the description of the video to be contacted. And yes, I can see if you are subscribed, so don't try to cheat. And that's where I do move into the point of working with your teammates. And this can be tough in Apex Legends, I know. Solo queuing can be a rough experience. But honestly, Apex Legends is one of the most interactive games even without a microphone. Try your best to keep a level head and just stick with your teammates even if you have no interaction. Sometimes you don't get the best teammates and you do have to take lead or they will just throw for that game and it just sucks. But trust me when I say if you just stick close to your team and work together with them, in most situations, you will win your fights. And that leads me into the point of winning your fight. A lot of people really overcomplicate fights. They get themselves caught out in the open or in rotating, like they want to be the hero that gets away from the team and sneaks up on the enemies. But as you guys know, in Apex Legends, when you have scan characters, this is really hard to do. My personal gameplay has improved so much by kicking these ideas out of the way of overcomplicating fights and just taking on my fights either 1v3 or with teammates. I do things like using angles and obstacles. Even if my shield gets cracked and I'm getting pushed, I use the smallest object possible to heal around. Your objective for taking fights by yourself or even with teammates is to just do as much damage as possible without taking as little damage as possible. Like I mentioned, using angles, corners, objects, and your legend abilities by continuously pushing one person at a time to knock each individual and then win the fight overall will make you a better player. So don't think too big in the fight and just take it as close quarters as you can and get the job done and reset. Now, in order to play with teammates and take on fights, you got to be able to utilize weapons. This is a big thing that I see a lot of new players specifically hold themselves back with. You see a lot of your pro players use something like the Wingman, but you're very discouraged to use it because it's got a single fire rate. Or you pick up the Flatline for the first time and you're just like, I gotta stick with this one right here. Trust me when I say becoming a one-trick pony when it comes to weapons will hold you back in a lot of fights. Being able to utilize any weapon that you come across, whether you run out of ammo or you only land on a specific weapon while the whole team lands across from you, by having the ability to use whatever it is that you pick up and hit your shots will help you with your fights. Relying on a specific weapon, even though you really do enjoy it and like it, and maybe you could find it later on in the map, might just actually hold you back from winning those early fights. And just like using different weapons, you should also be rotating legends. I used to always think that you had to main a legend, and I always used to get asked in chat, Biggie, what legend do you main? Over the last 6 months, I jumped outside my comfort zone and I started using like every single legend. And what do you know? I got better at the game. I started understanding abilities differently. As I started using different tacticals and abilities and ultimates with different legends, slowing down or speeding up my playstyle, I also started learning more about how other people are going to utilize those legends for themselves. By using a Mirage in his ultimate, I started actually understanding how somebody else would use Mirage in his ultimate. Same thing with somebody like Lifeline or Gibby. I used to just always want to play Octane and was such an adrenaline junkie. I literally didn't want to play play anybody else. And then I got stuck in a specific style of playing the game. It got repetitive and I didn't gain any more experience in other aspects. And when Seer came out, I started playing other Legends and I overall started improving at the game. So just like experimenting with weapons so you don't become a one-trick pony, experiment with Legends as well. And that leads up to the overall best tip to get better at Apex Legends. We go again. Experience is everything in this game. Putting yourself in situations over and over again and going again will make you better at this game. I see a lot of players, even at level 500, they don't want to take fights. They don't want to change Legends. They don't want to change weapons. They want to land on the edge of the map and they're only focused on the win. Rip that band-aid off. Screw wins, screw your badges for the time being, screw working for those things. Focus specifically on dropping out of your comfort zone, using new weapons, landing hot, using weapons that maybe intimidate you. You're going to get killed. You're not going to be a Wraith main in no time after using Lifeline for the last 5 seasons. But by stepping outside of your comfort zone and experimenting more with new Legends, new weapons, new areas in the map, new ways of playstyle, you will start to develop an understanding of how to play this game, how to take your fights, and how to work with your teammates and other Legends. Overall, the worst ways to improve at this game are landing at the edge of the map, camping in buildings, and only playing the same weapons and Legends over and over and over and over again. I challenge you all to just take 1 month, follow everything that I said in today's video, and let me know how it helped you improve at the game of Apex Legends this year. Like, comment, subscribe, turn on those notifications. That's all I got for you guys today. I'm out. Peace. Deuces.